if you're new here, I'm Kaniti, and if you're already watching this channel, welcome back. Today we are going to watch 15th episode of anime Durarara, so let's get to it. Let's go. Alright, let's see what this episode has and what happens to Henri, because in the end of the previous episode, we saw her being attacked again. I kind of gave my theories on what's gonna happen, like either someone has to, because she seems to be one of the pretty important characters that I think isn't going to like just die, for example, suddenly. So we have to consider the outcomes with her surviving. And yeah, and I still wonder how I wrote her down, Saki. How Saki comes into play in this plot line, because it seems like now we are entering this new arc. There is going to be more focus on that, and maybe we'll learn more about like Kida's backstory and Saki's backstory. Oh right, I that's the one person I didn't write down. Was it Shizu's brother? Oh wait, we saw that girl before, and the detective. Huh. Mm-hmm. Yeah, again, like see, the shadow behind Henri, it wasn't like the usual slasher's shadow that looks more like, I think, like a schoolgirl of sorts. Um, and it was just a knife, and I thought, wait, didn't slasher like attack with a sword? Oh wait, that's that detective dude. Is this like a flashback? Because I think it happened a while ago. Even fools can give good counsel. Physically strongest? Or yeah, that's Shizuo. We are going to. Oh, interesting. I'm sorry, the journalist. Well, he's researching, so he's kind of a detective, you know. Mm-hmm. Due to slasher? And did this girl like die? Was it stated? You think so? Looks tasty. He meant this kind of Japanese to kind of seem even more foreign? To go with his picture. All the time, man. I guess that's like a word joke because it sounded similar. Who are you, man? I guess that's just shadows. I thought he had his face like painted. Well, I like how they're just giving an interview. Mm-hmm. Yes. We can write something nice about you if you want. Just don't tell anything like important, I guess, to the press, so to say. That's the deal. Oh, I guess that makes sense. He was referred to something like this before. This guy is an information dealer. Oh, sorry. Because like strong can be also metaphorical, right? This journalist is so nervous about everything. He just dislikes him. That is that girl that was harassed before by that teacher. Hmm. I kind of thought that he came like from another part of the city or another city. But looks like his daughter studied, right, in the same school that we are studying in now, so to say. Yeah, I think their friendship is cute. That's me, Salty. So she's reading it. Okay, so Shizu really is the strongest. Well, he is super strong, but I don't think she would take damage from his kind of attacks. Was he impressed? But he's pretty good at finding like information and important contacts actually. He should become detective full time instead of journalist. Mm-hmm. Hmm. Could this be like another mystery? Oh. Yeah, she's also been harassed like your daughter was, so. That's unfortunate. I wonder if his daughter has become a slasher. The heck? He was attacked with a knife. Psycho. But still no good. Have to cut more. Strong people want to love. I found person, found love. Found Shizu? Does she want to cut a strong person? Like Shizu? Is she impressed by Shizu? Hmm. Oh. Good! That's a stupid joke. So, wait, did something happen to her mom and dad? Because that's obviously like her super perfect fantasy. Died 5 years ago. I see. So she just lives alone? As a school student? No. Well, I guess Ryu lives alone too, so guess that's fine. Oh, so that's her connection to the slasher, I guess. That's the person that should be slashed. So he probably just only tried to harass her because I also was suspecting there was something more. Like in persona. Ooh, that's why the shadow looked like a man. So also when you're cut, like you get that spirit of the slasher in you. Hmm. Yeah, we are just climbing up to that moment when she was attacked. To watch over her. Wait, are you expecting him to come back? I see. Dude, repeating the same thing just like Psycho did. But I like the battle music. This is just some fox. Are they from Yellow Scarves? So there is a chance. Well, a little detour. Well, isn't that where she's going? You just offered. Yeah, 11 is pretty late. I don't like being outside overall when it's dark already. It's scary. What? Oh! Wait, so he's dissing himself? Cute green haired daughter? Will you color her hair from the moment she's born? Ah, Yotsuba. I read that manga, I think, a long while ago about Yotsuba. She had gray hair. Green hair, gosh. That's sorry. Oh, the cool cop that Celty is scared of. Okay, so yeah, we're almost at the moment where she was attacked. And it seems like there's a spirit of a slasher now in our dude. Yeah, see, he has red eyes. So the red eyes are like a symbol of being possessed. How to say? Sign of being possessed. So they hit him with a car. Well, it was a desperate situation. Yeah, the movement is even similar. You see this crazy like movement. So I was right with my theory, but he is concentrated on this specific victim. So, like, the slasher spirit also tells you to go for a specific person. Hit by all the vehicles he can be hit by. I feel bad for the journalist detective guy. Well, the second is more likely than the first, I think. And that's just the end of the episode, so we don't know. He's going back to that hospital, or he's just dead. But yeah, Shizuo also, he's like, oh, that's the slasher, and I wanted to kill the slasher, so I'll just go for him and kill him. But the thing is, with slasher, it's not that easy. And we also saw in the very beginning, well, I saw the ending anyway, so I want to check again that scene. In the opening, we saw a little bit some of the scenes with that girl, and we saw her before, and she kind of fit the profile of how I imagined the slasher at first, with long black hair. Let's see, Haruna, that is that is her name, Niikawa Haruna, a student that was harassed. And so her dad was talking to her, asking if she has eaten yet, and we could see her long black hair, like the silhouette, like when we first saw the slasher. I think that silhouette was pretty similar, and as I said, looked like some kind of high school girl, and she was like in high school or something. And you can see she's writing here. It's minute 12 in my file. In her laptop that seems to be kinda red, which would fit. Well, I mean, of course, the laptop and your picture in like dollars chat that don't have to be the same color. I'm just, it could be a hint, you know. So my crazy theory for today. Saika is has kind of like a spirit, right? It is a soul that cuts souls, and it can kind of possess its victims and make them into a slasher, but also kind of guides them to a specific victim, like who they have to kill. And also it seems like Saika really wants to get like strong victims, and feels like it needs to cut and gain something from that cutting, right? And all these people were not enough, and maybe if it cuts maybe someone strong like Shizu, that would be beneficial. Maybe I completely misunderstood, but let's go with this for now. And our journalist detective Niekava, well, that's his surname, he was looking for the strongest person. He said like it was his idea, but it could also be an idea planted in his head by his daughter. She was like, I'm interested who is the strongest person would be, and he would be like, oh, I'll write an article on this and my daughter will be happy and maybe we'll kind of mend our relationship a little bit. And there can be several reasons why their relationship fell apart. For example, she just became like psychologically more closed off after being harassed by Nasujima, who's a creep teacher. That's a comment I have for him in my file. So because of that, she kind of closed herself to her family as well. But also her dad himself isn't going through the easiest time as well, so they might find it hard to kind of communicate and understand each other. Maybe they're both unhappy with the situation they're in, and the mom has left, so it must be hard. But also if Haruna somehow came into the possession of a sword that cuts souls, it was sold to an antique shop. Must have cost quite a bit of money. So I guess it would be hard to kind of explain how would she get that sword. But if we go back to my other theory that Isaiah is the one who kind of created the slasher to create a power struggle here between Celti and the slasher, I think he would have enough money to buy that sword and kind of give it to someone. So we could assume that maybe she is the main, Haruna is the main holder of that psycho spirit in her. But if she cuts someone, she can also transfer that slasher spirit to them, though it doesn't seem to work in all the instances, because, for example, when she caught the girls, she just like either killed them or hurt them really badly, the Gyaru girls that were harassing Henri, and they doesn't look like they became slashers themselves. But here in that scene with the I keep calling him detective, he's kind of like a detective, right? Nikava, the journalist, he was attacked from the back. I felt also that she looked like his daughter. It was his daughter, and she cut him with a knife, and it was reported that he was attacked by a slasher. But in his case, he also took on that spirit of the slasher, and his eyes grew red, and somehow he was given, I don't know, instructions to attack Henri, even though at first it was like look over her, so it sounds more like protect her. And the slasher did protect Henri before from the Gyaru, but the very first slasher instance was Henri's parents attacked. So there's still a lot of mystery, but I guess my main theory is that Haruna is like the main possessor and the psycho that writes in the chat, and that somehow, yes, that spirit can be transferred and was transferred to her dad. And if she was the one who wanted to find the strongest person, so they could be caught and something will happen, something fun. I don't know, slasher will get more powers, for example, like some crazy powers, just an idea. Her dad like would find that person for her, and then that would be time to create a confrontation, lure Shizuo out and fight him. Though Here the episode ended on Shizuo overpowering Nikava completely. So we'll see what will happen in the next one. I guess that's it. It kind of came out in a convoluted way. And the creep teacher is still okay, so that's surprising. I think if Haruna has become a slasher who likes to cut, wouldn't she want to kind of go back and cut that horrible person who harassed her? Like, what is the idea for choosing the victims? Or if he's such a horrible harasser, he's considered weak, so and not even good enough for cutting. That would be my last thought for today. And yeah, I have to write down Shizuo's brother. I don't know if he's coming more into play again. The only thing is that for now, when you talk to Shizuo and mention his brother, it makes Shizuo mad. That was the only point we kind of got so far. So yeah, that would be it for this episode. Very interesting. So share your thoughts in the comments down below without spoilers, of course. Thank you for watching, and see ya.